That works. Okay, so I just had that on mute. Let's see if it works. So my microphone was on mute the whole time. That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna test out the microphone. Hey Shannon, I see you and I appreciate you. Just letting you know. So for some reason it sounds low on stream. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so the music of Skyrim is like, or Oblivion is really loud. Let me see here. In this work, I'm just testing things out right quick. Hmm. WD that. So I guess like it can't really hear what I'm listening to on my ears, but this is more like okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. But then this works just fine. Hmm. Let's see here. Hello. Okay. This is like super loud. I'm gonna have to like turn this down for a second. So, just gonna test this out real quick and see how this sounds like on the. Okay, so I might go little robot for a second. What are you looking at, nerd? Okay, testing the sound, testing the sound, testing the sound. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see how this sounds like on my phone. I like how like it repeats itself. Hello, testing, testing, testing. It sounds great. On my playback, it sounds good. So let's hear it with the music now, with the gameplay in the back. Sounds good. Sounds good enough. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead. Hey, thanks, Shannon, for Tina, for stopping by. I appreciate you. Let's just play this real quick. I'm cooking food at the time, and I do have to dip out. I just really wanted to
I
like
was born 87 years ago.
fix my stuff,
For
my
65
live streaming
years,
stuff.
I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Truthfully, I don't think I've seen a cutscene like that in the original. All right, cool. I had to get a little drinking of water. Okay, so this is nice. Imperial. This is like technically what you're supposed to be starting off with. Natives of the civilized cosmopolitan province of Cyrodiil. They have proved to be shrewd diplomats and traders. They are heavy with armor and social skills and tend to favor warrior classes. You are a true Imperial, born into the heart of the Empire. The number of cities and their size led you to travel hastily. Colovia. Colovia Colovia inhabitants, such as yourself, are known for their autonomy, including toward the rest of the empire. Your inherited the willfulness of your forebears. You inherited the willfulness of your forebears. Is that correct English? Okay, well anyways, let's go down the list because like I already know what I'm gonna choose. But let's go down the list. Oregonian. This reptilian race, well suited for the treacherous swamps of its homeland, has developed natural immunities to poisons they can breathe underwater, and are good at picking locks. Origin, Arnesia. Arnesia. Is it Arnesia? Arnesia. You hail from Arnesia, where the slavers of Morrowind are still active. They hide. The hide and seek every time. They hide and seek every time there was a raid made you extremely quick and nimble. Thornmarsh, your birth region, is called the Jewel of the East. But behind the nickname lies a darker reality. You dabbled in magic just to survive, and your quick wits allowed you to live until this day. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's actually quite cool. Argonian's quite cool. They made him a little bit cooler. I thought Argonians were kind of like lame. This is nice though. You can choose origins. I don't think you can do that in the previous one. Breton. In addition to their quick and perceptive grasp of spellcraft, even the humblest of Bretons can boast a resistance to magical energies. They are particularly skilled at summoning and healing magic. Sistries. As a child, you were always spending time on the docks of one of the islands gaining some money by helping merchants, carrying their goods, and learning from their adventures. I don't even know if I'm doing the accents correctly. I'm just doing accents because I don't care. Being from High Rock, you were raised in the homeland of Bretons, going through all the great cities of the province, made you quick on your feet. Okay. So this would be more like cockney dark elves, right? Dark dark elves. So like I guess like Argonian's voice. If I had to like role play, right, Argonian's voice would be like Thornmarsh, your birth region is called. Like it's more like English, it's just graspy, and then this would be like more Cockney, like I guess like where like Jason Statham's from. I forgot where he was from, but it's like Jason Statham, but with like more of a also known as Dunmer in the homeland of Morrowind. The Dark Elves are noted for their skill and balance, integration of the sword and the bow and the destruction magic. They are resistance to fire and fire. They are they are resistance to fire and can summon an ancestral ghost for aid. That sounds kind of cool. So like okay, so that's like their passive. So this guy is like summoning healing. This guy is good at lockpick. So technically, like I almost want to say like Argonians would be more my playstyle, but I already know what I'm gonna choose, and I will spoil it to you guys at the last minute because I really want to go through all this. Dark Elf. Oh, I read that. Wardenfell, Wardenfell. You are true child of Wardenfell, amongst the volcanic, vol- volcanic wasteland. You were taught to the resilience is the greatest of all Dunmar quality. Mainland, as a Dunmar, on the mainland, you grew amongst all kinds of traders. You learned all there was to know about negotiations and how to make how to can and how to can make people react the way you need them to. Yeah, you definitely made me react a certain way. You made me react with cringe because the English didn't fix it. Or I don't remember any of this stuff. So the fact that this is in here means that they did this recently. Do they know what they're doing? That's crazy. Like, did they do it on purpose where they like mess things up? High Elf, also known as I don't know how to do the accent. I'll have to work on this one. I'll have to hear them talk, and I'll copy it. But also known as Altmer, I'll give it a shot though. In their homeland of Somerset Isle, the High Elves are exceptionally gifted in the arcane arts. They also boast resilience to illness. However, they are also somewhat vulnerable to fire, frost, and shock. Auridin, Auridin. Born in the island of Auridin, you were proud to live on the first island of Somerset. There you spent countless hours swimming in the pristine waters, Somerset Isle. You grew up. Wait, so did you say? Okay, so now this is straight up Somerset. You grew up in among the great towers of Alanor that nearly touched the sky. You spent countless hours climbing and navigating the sunlit streets of the Somerset capital. I don't really like. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Auridin sounds kind of cool, but wait, we already read this feller. Um. Oh no. My Khajiit. Okay. So I always choose Khajiit. Naturally, I always choose Khajiit. Oh my goodness, the lag, brother. We might have to change some things on the open stats. Oh, okay. So stats, or is this like all the same? No, these are different. Magicka skills. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go with a certain play style. I mean, pretty much like everybody who plays. I almost want to say like 90% of people play like a stealth archer with a little bit of magic. I might end up doing that. Mercantile. Wait, does this change? Oh, okay. So this is all different. This is nice. I wonder if luck like actually has anything. Magica bonus. Ooh wee. It's actually quite nice. Okay, so now that we see this, what's your marksman? Marksman is like low naturally. Interesting. Ah, marksman is high for this. Now that is super interesting. Okay, let's continue on. Hailing from the province of Elsewhere, they are intelligent, quick, and agile. They make excellent thieves due to their natural agility and unmatched acrobatic skills. All Khajiit can see the dark. Can see the dark. Can see the dark. I don't know. I'm trying to like get like that like Middle Eastern type of accent. I'm obviously not doing a very good job. I don't care. I get to do whatever I want. Anaquina, the Harash region, where you lived and trained, hardened your body, and taught you how to defend yourself with your bare fist. See, I would be more Khajiit, or any weapon you can find. Peloton or Peloton? Peloton. Okay, that's how they would. Your parents lived in Peloton, and your childhood memories are filled with playing and running around in the jungles or in the pristine beaches. That sounds quite nice. I like a nice little subtle. Citizens of Skyrim. Ah, Skyrim. Citizens of Skyrim. They are all tall and fair-haired people, strong and hardy. Nords are famous for their resistance to cold. They are highly talented warriors. They are highly talented warriors. I have to like try my best to sound like the Skyrim. Citizens of Skyrim. Do they have like the roll R's? Western. You lived in the west of Skyrim. A rugged environment filled with rough terrain and dangerous beasts. You are prepared to survive in even the most challenging climates. Either due to extreme snowstorms, the College of Mages, or simply stubbornness, the people of Eastern Skyrim, such as you, are known for their tenacity and resourcefulness. Orc, the people of the Rothgarian and Dragontail Mountains, Orcish armorers are prized for their craftsmanship. Orc troops in heavy armor are among the finest in the Empire and are fearsome when using their Berserk Rage. Origin Stronghold. Your fate was decided when you were born. As a member of Stronghold, you would serve the chieftain with honor and would make the orcs proud. Your charisma and resilience were honed for when you served. 3 bets. What's your marksman? Aha. Orsinium. You are proud to have been raised in Orsinium, where you trained to be as versatile a warrior as possible. As such, you're better with magic than most other orcs. Cool. I also like my first choice was actually Redguard when I first played. Um, the most naturally talented warriors in Tamriel, in addition to their cultural affinities for many weapon and armor styles, they also have a hardy constitution and natural resistance to disease and poison. Origin, Dragontail Mountains. Your uprising under the shadow of the mountain peaks was a happy one. Immersed in Redguard customs, you developed a charm, wit, and ability to turn a conversation around. As a child in the sands of Akir Desert, your education revolved around martial might. You're a prime example of why Redguards are the best warriors. Yeah. Yeah, I actually chose my first one was Redguard, then I just kept doing Khajiit, and then around like Skyrim, I just was like, I'm just gonna be this class forever. Forever. Because they're just the best. Actually, I might have to be Wood Elf, I'm gonna be honest with you. I usually always choose High Elf. Fuck it. I'm just gonna be High elf. The clan. The clan. The clan. The clan folk of the western Balin Wood Forest, also known as Bosmer. Wood elves are nimble and quick, making them good scouts and thieves, and there are no finer archers in all of Tamriel. Their ability to command simple creatures as well. Yeah. You spent your childhood in Gratwood, near the region devastated by Moloch Ball. The foul energies still linger there, and your resilience grew amidst the danger. Reaper's March, the border around the region that saw you grow is plagued by anger, and resentment. After centuries of war, you quickly learned how to soothe people and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Kind of lame. You spent your childhood just Molag Bal. Well, like in terms of like the stats, I would probably just choose uh Wood Elf. I would probably choose Wood Elf, but like I would like to choose High Elf. High Elf. But I mean Wood Elf would make more sense for me. See the randomize. We're going off of stats. Yikes, you're ugly. Ooh. Did I see that haircut? That onion looking haircut. Oh baby, dude, I love this. Okay, that's actually quite nice. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go with What Elf, just because like it just makes more sense for we're gonna be a female, so why not? Old? Oh, nah, we're gonna be young. Just gonna be light. Grr. I hate it when like people like purposely like make the like your character like purposely ugly. Because to me it's like kind of lame. Cheeks. Look at those cheeks. Ooh. Let's see what the side looks like. Okay, so full, or do we want like that Amazonian cheekbone? Brown. Because we'll do that a little bit. We'll do that a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Make it a little bit more thin. That. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. Give her a little bit of gauntiness. Excuse me. Chin. Ooh. Little nose, mouth breather. Do that. Normal. Jutting. We won't make it too jutty. There we go. We'll just make it normal. I think like chin stuff, like I don't really like mess too much with, just because it's like I think too much, too little makes it look weird. So I usually just typically like leave that alone. Eyes. Oh. Oh. This looks a little bit more natural. I'm not really like too much of a fan of like. I can't see. All right, so we'll just do like a little bit big, inward, outward. Oh, this is like how far their eyes get. Like, do you want to look like a freaking? Yeah. How about we just keep it normal? You want to look like a lizard? I think we'll just keep it normal. Okay, cool. Face. I mean, I probably don't really mess too much with this stuff. Honestly, whenever I play, I don't really mess with these sliders too much. Oh, I got a big headache. Um, oh, oh. Yeah, just make it normal. Light, heavy, light, heavy. Heavy set Gorda. No, I don't want it to be too thin. Yeah, I like normal. Normal's fine. Round. Gaunt. We got a gaunty. We'll make it a little gaunt. Make it a little gaunty, so we'll just do like, and we'll just keep it normal. I'm not. This is too much brain power for me. Okay, forehead. Wait. Oh, I got a huge headache. Okay. Like I said, I don't really. Oh man, someone just like bonked her in the head, coconut style. Insert coconut. I'm just gonna leave it. Jaw. I mean, not really. Mouth. This is. I will mess with this. We gotta give her. We'll make her happy. Like, why would I make her protruding? Mm, Um, like that. I like that. Just normal. Overbite? Nah, we good on the overbite. Normal. Little fishy. Fishy. We'll give her some nice lush lips. Okay, cool. Nose. Like I said, I don't really mess with that too much. Like jaw. I mean, convex. We'll give her a bit of a chin. Crimson chin. And next slope. Oh, no chin. Mouth breather. Oh, super mouth breather. We'll just keep it normal. Just keep it normal. Nose. Okay, nose. Keep it 80. Flat, pointed. We'll just keep it normal. I'm not gonna. Well. Oh yeah. We'll keep it normal. This is the bridge, huh? Short, tall. Normal. It's too ugly. Ooh, something smells nice. All right, normal. It's like, were you the one that didn't flush it? Did you forget to wipe? No, I wiped. Blink. All right, we're just gonna shallow deep. Ah, okay. Here's a bridge. We'll just normal, normal nostrils. All right, this one matters. We'll give her a little wide. I don't want it to be like too tiny because like that would actually hurt her breathing abilities. We'll just do 2. There we go. Hill up and down. Let's go like, what is this? Up and down. Up. I thought we already did that. Normal. We'll keep it at 8. Celian. No idea what that means. Normal. Normal. Shallow deep. Normal. Okay, cool. So yeah, usually I relatively keep a lot of these like normal. All right, hairstyle. This one matters too. So we gotta get her looking fresh cut. I mean, her like this one. I actually do like, especially like with the little chopsticks in the back. That's actually quite a nice design. I might go with the OG. Oh, length. That's nice. I'm gonna keep it in the middle just to kind of like see what it looks like. Length like this. What would this be? Oh my goodness, a sticks girl. That's funny. Oh my goodness. This is cool. This is way more in depth than The previous ones. This one's quite nice too. This one's okay. I like it. The bald. You just make the buns bigger. Ooh, that's silly. This one was it just like that's silly. All right, I might just go with this OG one. I might just keep it long. Nah, we'll keep it short. We'll keep it minimal. Okay, color. Root color. Ah, okay, so this is how we do it. Okay, so we might honestly go. I always do like an auburn color. Like I'm a huge fan of like auburn colors. Looks like it's like not changing too much. Like the dark colors don't look too dark. We're not. This one's probably like the best one. But like for her skin type, I wish it could be darker. But maybe it's like the lighting that's like affecting. Like I can tell this is getting darker, but like okay, the gradient. Okay, so this might be it right here. So maybe this affects it as well. Gradient amount. Salt and pepper? No. This is hair tip color. So maybe this helps make it a little bit deeper, like give it a deeper color. So we go here. Okay, so maybe this is okay. No color is just like no color. This is so strange. I'm not so sure if I really get this like whole how this whole thing works. I don't know why this is taking forever, but it is. I mean, this is normal, right? There's jokes on the internet where people take forever on their character. We'll just do classic brown hair. So it's like hair root color and hair tip color. So this whole thing is a tip. Is what I'm gathering. Maybe light pink. $250. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay. I think it's like the lighting, like from the fire, is like really kind of like playing a huge part in how this whole thing is gonna look. Gradient contrast. So I think I'll just keep this all on 50. So purple. Okay, so okay. I think I get it now. Okay. So I do like the light. I do like the light. Now we go brown. Okay, now we go no color. Now we go blue. This shouldn't take too long. I apologize. Just really like locked in here. I'm trying to figure this out. Best of both worlds. Live happily ever after. I mean, I do like just the brown color. It's quite nice. So, okay, so hair root color. I think I figured it out. Okay, so we're going to do this. And then we're going to do very light pink. Now, for gradient amount and contrast, this would affect how much is bleeding in. Even though, like, it just looks so weird against this lighting. I might just do this. We'll just go with this. Okay, eyebrow colors. Yeah, that's cool. And then, my goodness, like, something about it just, like, makes me not want to go forward. I'm pretty sure I can change it, like, later, like, my character, how they look. Or am I, like, locked in here? Honestly, I do like the light pink. It's quite nice. We'll just do 50-50, just to be safe. Looks good enough to me. I think it's like the lighting. Race with Gauntwood. Forgot the story of the fucking, or the Gauntwood. Gratwood. You spent your childhood near a region devastated by foul energy still linked with heroes. Reaper's March. The border region is plagued by anger and resentment for centuries before you quickly learn to pursue people and avoid unnecessary conflicts. A little bit of a preacher, a little bit of a fighter. We'll be more of a fighter. Nimble, quick, resistance to diseases, can command simple creatures. All right, we're gonna get a little puppy. Of course, we're gonna go for it.
Well now, a pretty little wood elf. You're a little far from the forest, huh? Looks like your days of woodland frolicking have come to a tragic end. To go from the gladed realm of Valenwood to a rat-infested hole like this, how very sad. Those walls must feel like they're closing in on you. Pretty soon you'll go mad, and the guards will cut your throat just to stop the ranting. That's right. You're going to die in here, Wood Elf. Die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
Yes, sir.
How do we put away the fists?
They're dead, aren't
H?
they?
We
E?
don't know that, sire.
Q?
The messenger only
Q
said
is
they
the
were
walk.
attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner.
How do
We
you
won't hesitate
holster
to
your
kill you
fists?
if you get in our way.
Is it Alt? Shift?
You.
Tab. Okay. Let's figure out the controls right quick. Left controls to sneak. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a C man. I'm a C man for crouch. I'm a C man. That sounds really freaking disgusting. Let me see here. Jump, yes. Sneak, C. Sprint, yeah. Gallop, yeah. Caps lock, walk, sure. Why not? Q, auto. I might not use Q for auto move. I might actually use that for something else. R is to open HUD shortcuts. I'm okay with that. Interact. Oh, F is to sheath. Okay. So me, I'm an F person for that. Sheath can be the G button. Or the V button. The V button. We'll do V button. Because I want to use E for something else. E will be... I'm going to use cast a spell. I might use Q. And then this can be... What was this for auto move? I guess we'll use auto move as G. I guess. G for auto move, even though I really don't use it. So cast a spell. What would my E button be then? T is for time, for weight. That makes sense. Change view, I'm okay with that. Open character, open inventory, open magic. So honestly, I think I might use HUD shortcuts as E button instead of R. That way I can kind of just like Q and E things. Okay, cool. This looks quite nice. I'm okay with this. Okay, so sheathing, I forgot what button I had as sheathing myself is V. So what's control gonna be? I mean, it shouldn't be that deep, huh? Instead of caps lock this, I might just use this. Auto move. We'll do that as control. Looks good to me.
Prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt.
No sign of pursuit, sir.
Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you.
Patrick
Let
Stewart.
me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
What's going on? What's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the
Who?
grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
Why am I in jail?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
What should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
Okay. Once this cutscene's over, I am just gonna end the stream, but I think I kind of have...
Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
This doesn't concern you, prisoner.
Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way. I told you to keep out of our way.
Dang!
I told you to keep out of our...
Alright, on. Alright, let's see the display. We're gonna be full screen. Resolution scale. Screen limits. Let's just do let's just see if we can even do that. Show VRAM. Okay. FOV, first person view. We're always gonna be like a solid 90. We're always 90 people. Third person can be that. Motion blur off screen. Maybe I could just do that now. Let's see what's going on here. Looks good to me. Cool. FSR mode, baby. Let's see if this actually does anything. Cool. This is nice. You still talking smack, buddy? Okay, cool. Well, I think everything looks good for me right now. I am going to save, and then I'll just have to like play this game some other time. So, but I just wanted to make sure, because like it's been such a long time for me streaming. I just want to check the quality of it. So hopefully everything looks good. We're gonna save the game, new save, and call it good. So I appreciate people who did show up. I appreciate you, Shannon Florentina. Anybody else who would like to see more of this, just let me know. I will play more later on. But until next time, I will see everyone later. it.